Pepper looked to be about the same age as Meek, but he was in a lot better physical shape. He looked like he exercised on a regular basis. He had neatly combed black hair, parted in the middle. His eyes were a light shade of brown, and I must admit that I was kind of miffed that he had a deeper tan than I did. Unlike Meek, he had no piercing and wore no jewelry save for a single dog tag and a key on a braided twine and leather choker about his neck. Upon closer inspection I saw that the dog tags were stamped with Abercrombie & Fitch, and the key was stamped with &F. Alvin's about to give me his email address so that he can email me the contact info for some guy he knows that makes surfboards. Meek told Pepper. Pepper went nuts. Oh my gosh. You're giving us your personal email address? People around us were starting to stare. Pepper, you're being a smidge embarrassing. Meek tried to say softly. I would have said that he was being more than a smidge, but I remained polite. Then again, I was feeling generous and decided to put Pepper over the edge. I'll do you one better than that. I'll give you my autograph if you like. Yep, I was right, that did it. Pepper started jumping up and down, fanning himself with both hands. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. www. He was alternating between screaming and making howling sounds. Meek looked like he wanted to find somewhere to hide, but I was getting a kick out of Pepper. He was like so out there with his excitement and didn't care that he was acting like a total goof. If you ask me, more people should feel free to be that open and natural. Suddenly a massive shadow enveloped the three of us from behind me. I had still been looking at Meek's glowing red face when it suddenly went completely void of color. I looked to Pepper, who wasn't bouncing anymore but was standing there looking up. Oh shit. Pepper exclaimed in a high terror-filled tone that reminded me of those two cartoon chipmunks, Chip and Dale. Are they your bodyguards? Pepper asked. I turned around and saw Mr. Akinori standing there looking all kinds of mean. On either side of him was an equally large Asian man, both of whom looked younger than Mr. Akinori. Logic said that they had to be sumo wrestlers as well. Ah man, I crowed at Mr. Akinori, you scared the life out of me. He bowed respectfully and asked if I was okay. Apparently he had heard and seen Pepper carrying on. He had assumed that someone else had recognized me and was hounding me the way some diehard fans do at times. No, I said to Mr. Akinori. I looked at Pepper and Meek, who were standing stone still. This is Meek, he's a surfer too. We just met today, and this here, I pointed at Pepper, is Meek's friend Pepper. Guys, this is Mr. Asashri Akinori. Mr. Akinori bowed to Meek and then to Pepper. Hesitantly they both bowed back. Right then Daddy Phil appeared. Alvin, is everything all right here? He asked, trying to put himself between me and the three Asian giants. I then introduced Daddy Phil to Mr. Akinori. I didn't know the other two men, so Mr. Akinori introduced them for me. He had said their names, but I am sorry to say that I cannot remember them. I also forget the word Mr. Akinori used to describe them. It was something like disciple, but that isn't exactly right. Maybe later I will ask Daddy Phil if he remembers. Mr. Akinori asked again if I was sure that everything was okay. When I reassured him that I really was fine, he smiled, bowed and apologized. As they were walking away, Meek rumbled, "That was so cool. Why don't you come spend some time with us for a while?" Daddy Phil more told me than asked, before heading back to the water slide where Joey and Jacqueline were waiting. "Okay, I will be right there," I said.